What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and today's battle is against some chick from a different country. Can't really read that, but as you can see on my team, I've got Mamoswine, Tapu Fini, which is one of the first times I've actually used it in this battle. Flynium Z Salamence, I believe, still Mega Metagross, Alolan Raichu, and Salazzle. She's got Garchomp, Tapu Koko, Alolan Ninetales, Kartana, which I really like Kartana, and Battle Bond Greninja, and Tapu, what's the name? I completely forgot its name. Tapu Lele. There it is, Tapu Lele. So let's hop in. So this battle was pretty interesting. I could have lost multiple times if she just had the right item, and you guys will see. But let's see. I mean, I don't really remember too much because this was like a few weeks ago, so forgive me if I don't remember some parts. But I do lead off with Mamoswine as per you. She leads off with Garchomp, and I was like, well, this is good for me. I mean, for the most part, but Garchomp can still chunk, you know, my Mamoswine pretty much 2-hit KO it because it does outspeed. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna set up the rocks because why not? And next turn, I pretty much died to another one. So, I mean, I thought if she would leave with Garchomp, she would, you know, have Stealth Rocks on hers. But then I realized this was pre-Pokebank, so you can't get Stealth Rocks on Garchomp. I mean, I probably should have just went for the Ice Crash, honestly, first turn. But I wanted those rocks. So Mamoswine's down. Gonna go into Tapu Fini. Pretty much can take, or you know, pretty much walls most dragons, I feel like, because Misty Surge and being part fairy type. So Tapu Fini is really good from what I've seen. So let's see how good it is in this battle. It's gonna switch to Tapu Koko. Here we go. The Terrain Warrior is gonna switch in. I mean, that's a good switch in because this thing is physically bulky, and Tapu Kokos are mostly specially attacking and is a type advantage. Just gonna go for the Moonblast just to see how much it does. Does a decent amount. Hoping for a special attack drop, but it doesn't. So, I mean, Tapu Koko doesn't have the best defenses, at least especially defensive-wise. I'm going to have to switch out, that's obvious. Going to switch into my Alolan Raichu, because that's the only thing on the team that wants to take a hit from this thing in the terrain. It's going to go for the T-Bolt, and it still does like 45% or so. I mean, honestly, I think my Raichu took it better than what I thought it would, but that's my only switch in. The reason it is nicknamed Boreals is because I'm never gonna write you a love song. If you guys did notice. But going for the Psychic, and it actually takes the KO, so I outsped. I just realized, did I outspeed? Is that thing modest or something? I'm pretty sure Tapu Koko outspeeds Alolan Raichu. Or did I just miss what he went for? I don't know, I could have missed it, but basically the Psychic is gonna kill, and gonna switch on his little Ninetales. I don't know why. Honestly, probably had better switches to it. I mean, she had Greninja, which would have been a good pressure option there because I would have had to switch out because Greninja does outspeed Alolan Raichu. Going over the Volt Switch, and it's good. And the Alolan Ninetales gonna take a chunk from that and go for the Blizzard, and of course picks up the Freeze. So Metagross here is just gonna be a piece of metal just sitting there because I get frozen. And that's Pokemon for you. Metagross was pretty much gonna take the kill or chunk anything that comes in, but now that I'm frozen, it's not gonna happen. That's Pokemon. I mean, it sucks. The Blizzard does a lot of damage because it's Blizzard and it's Stab from Alolan Ninetales. I mean, I was hoping to unfreeze here with like a Bullet Punch. Try to unfreeze. But that's the thing, I got Mega Evolved, but I'm still frozen. Like, can you even Mega Evolve when you're frozen? Like, I mean, that'd be broken probably, but, I mean, technically speaking, I should be able to Mega Evolve if I'm frozen. But, yeah, I mean, Megatron here is pretty much done. The hail damage, the blizzards are going to do too much. I pretty much get frozen for all 5 turns or whatever it was. And, yeah, but at least I wasted a lot of it, her blizzards, so, well, she has a PB max. She used about, like, what, 4 of them? So yeah, just gonna switch into my Salazzle here. I outspeed, and Salazzle's, you know, it's a glass cannon, so I'm gonna go for the sub. I thought she would switch out or something, or, you know, go for an Ice-type move. The Blizzard, see if it breaks my sub. It probably will, because Salazzle's pretty frail. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Even if it's not very effective. But the hail does stop, and get some leftovers. This is pretty much a sub. I think it's a sub toxic flamethrower set or fire blast. I forget. But it's going for another sub, hoping she would miss a blizzard because the hail's gone now. But she goes for the encore, and I was like, crap. I completely forgot that people run encore Ninetales. So that was bad. So I can't really stay in here. I know, like, Ninetales actually gets a lot of annoying moves, like disable. I think I battled someone with the disable Ninetales. But yeah, I can't stay in. Stuck in substitute, so I'm just gonna switch out back to my Tapu Fini, and the Mystic Surge is gonna go up. Even if I'm not specially defensive, I should, you know, take one hit at least. And the Moonblast still does a lot. Now I don't think Misty Surge powers up Fairy type moves. I don't think it does. So I don't know. I could be wrong. But the Moonblast is gonna be a 3-hit KO or a 4-hit KO. It's gonna go for my own Moonblast and take out this annoying Ninetales that should have, you know, basically did more damage than it should have with the freeze. That was unfortunate, but whatever. We can come back. So I really like the Tapus, honestly. Like, they're really, really fun to use. I've used them all. Probably the one I used least was Lele, but Lele is probably the strongest one. Just raw, you know, raw power. But I really like them, and they're pretty good. So, gonna switch out to my Salamence to get the Intimidate off on this Kartana. You know, I don't want this thing getting a Beast Boost with a Leaf Blade or something like that. So she actually goes for the Z move, and I was like, Z move Kartana? I mean, honestly, you can expect the Z move from any Pokemon. I mean, we're still getting used to the game, or at least I am, and I'm still expecting, you know, regular setup moves, but then I see Z moves, I'm like, oh yeah, those are things are a thing. He goes for the Bloom Doom, trying to overkill my Tapu Fini. Honestly, this wasn't the best play because, I mean, I have a Silence on my team with an Intimidate. The Bloom Doom does nothing, basically. I quad resist it, and it's -1, so Dragon Dance up. I mean, I see no reason to. He's at -1. And she's going to go for the SD, so she's at +1, basically. And I'm at +1 as well. But I have no worries. I mean, Kartana is actually pretty bulky, can take some hits. But I do have the Z move, Flying DMZ, and this really helps Salamence because Salamence doesn't get Brave Bird because there isn't really any crazy, super powerful flying type moves that flying types can get besides the Brave Bird, and Aerial Ace is really weak. But I could have done Supersonic Tongue Twister, Supersonic Sky Strike, Fly, but I don't want to risk, you know, I don't know. I feel like Aerial Ace is just more reliable. It's actually going to take out the Katana, so that is really cool to see the Z move actually putting in work right there. I'm pretty sure regular Aerial Ace wouldn't have killed it all. So, just going to go into Tapu Lele, get the Psychic Surge up. I'm just going to stay in outspeed at this point, even if she's Scarfed, I believe. And just going to EQ and see how much it does. To the Lele, it does not kill, lives with like probably 50, 30 HP. Going for the Moonblast, and that's done. Tapu Lele is very, very strong. Sometimes you can't even have any switch-ins for that thing because Psychic Surge, you know, the Psychic Terrain boosts stuff, and then if it outspeeds your team, you can't have priority. So it's a really good mon. But I do have a Pokemon that outspeeds, barring that she's not Scarfed, and she was not Scarfed, so thank goodness. If she was Scarfed right there, I would have lost. Because the rest of my team, well, no. I did have Salazzle, because I would have took the Moonblast if she was Scarfed, but it would have been bad. Here is the Greninja, and I was like, there's no way. Like, basically, if a Greninja comes in on you when you're low HP, a Battle Bond Greninja is trying to pick up the KO and turn to Ash Greninja, and I'm not trying to let that happen, so I was going to go for the Substitute. I forgot this thing went for Sub. So we both have Substitute Pokemon, and I was like, okay, hopefully she does not have anything that will kill me. I mean, Ursula here is pretty bulky. It's gonna go for the Grass Knot, but it does nothing. It does like 20 HP, less than I thought. I was like, when I saw Grass Knot, I was like, oh crap, I lose, but luckily that doesn't do much. I guess Tapu Fini is pretty light. I guess. Go for the Moonblast. If this was Protein Greninja, this would be a problem, but like I said, this is pre-bank, so there's no Protein Greninja yet. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I no worries at this point because Grass Knot's not doing anything. Look at this. Dark type move is not gonna do anything. Water type move, I resist everything probably that this Greninja has. Just go for the Moonblast and take that thing out. So that threat is gone. That could have been really bad if it turned into Ash Greninja, because Ash Greninja is pretty terrifying. It has like Uber-like stats, legendary type stats. So Tapu Fini is putting in work here, taking that thing out. And the last Pokemon I think she has is Garchomp. Yeah, so the last Pokemon. Now, if this thing was Scarfed, I would have lost. And I guess spoilers, this thing wasn't Scarfed. So like I said in the beginning, she had a lot of chances to win if she just had the right item. And that's why items are really important. I was like, oh, please help her not to be Scarfed, because I have Salazzle left, and Salazzle dies too. But luckily the Garchomp was not Scarfed, and I'm able to pick up the KO with Psychic. So Barail's the Raichu is going to pick up the last KO, and honestly, the Raichu put in work. Unfortunate freeze on the Metagross. I'd say the MVPs of the battle was Tapu Fini and Raichu, and I guess Salamence as well. But yeah, I mean that was an alright battle. It wasn't bad. Pretty fun. Like I said, if she had the Choice Scarf, she would have easily won that battle. Or if her Tapu Lele was Scarf, like a lot of her Pokemon on her team could have been Scarfed. Like I've seen Scarf Tapu Koko as well. So yeah, who knows what item she had. But anyways, that's the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.